It's Marie here from Skeins, and yes, it's late. I know it's quite late, and Claire and I are both. So, honestly, we've had one of those days, haven't we, Claire?
Yeah.
One of those days when we're trying to get so much done and out the door, and loads going on. But I'm here now because I have just finished getting new yarn uploaded. So, if you saw last night, I did to put out a little teaser on Instagram and Facebook about some new yarn that I was knitting. I was sitting outside last night in the late autumn sunshine. What are we? Spring sunshine here at home, and knitted off a little bit of a swatch with some new yarn. It's a limited edition that we are doing in Chatswood, and I'm so excited about this because I've seen this go through the mill right from scratch. Now, just a bit of a background for those that don't know Chatswood. Chatswood is our recycled fibre blend yarn. And what that means is that we get leftover bits of fibre from the spinning process that we use at the mill, and we do not throw anything away. Nothing gets wasted. Even the comb waste and stuff that we had goes into insulation. I mean, everything gets recycled. And all the stuff that can be reblended and recycled and recombed back into yarns all gets held off to one side until we get critical mass of it, and then we all grade it. It all gets graded and goes through, and some of it goes into Chatswood. The majority of it goes into Chatswood. The super fine luxury yarns go into Pearl, which is coming back very soon, and obviously Black Pearl is with us now. And then and sometimes, we have a few other bits and pieces that we pull together from time to time. However, Chatswood has been a massive success. We've already done a couple of batches, and sometimes there's a bit of a wait. You have a bit of a break because we've got to get enough fibre. But we started to gather enough fibre of actually fibre that had already been dyed. And we wanted to do something with that, and we had a sort of a critical mass of it. And so Peter and Matthew got together, and they've gone and created a heathered blend of yarn. And a heathered yarn is where, instead of dyeing the yarn at the end of the spinning process and putting it in and dyeing it as a solid colour, you're actually starting with fibre that has been space dyed and blending that amongst back through natural yarns. So we've got 2 heathered blends, enough for 2 heathered blends. And yeah, Jeanette, yes, I do have my Afi jersey on. Jeanette's just saying, oh, you've got your Afi jersey on, and I have, and it's because these guys, I've been cold, and it's been 23 degrees here today. It's not cold, but I'm cold. 24. Yeah, see, look, I've been old lady cold. And so I literally went out because I actually wore my summer thingy cardigan today, and I got cold, so I went and ripped this off the mannequin in the shop, because you can do that when you've got your own shop with this. And when you knit the samples for yourself and you know they're going to fit, that's what you do. Yes, so I have got my Afi cardigan jumper on. Anyway, Chatswood. We had enough fibre left to do a light and a dark heathered blend. I'm really excited about these, and this is the first one, which is actually tones really beautifully with what I've got on. This one here, and I don't know whether the camera will pick it up. That's it there. I have put a photograph of this up, but it is this in the speakeasy. It's a very fine mother of pearl sort of shade. And this is merino predominant, this one. So merino predominant with a bit of mohair and a wee bit of wool. And it is, like, that's the ball I'm knitting off, but I'm going to show you a new ball. Look how squishy. Look at that. It is so plump. It is just delicious, and it's so soft. It is utterly lovely. So the mother of pearl is just like little hints of grey and pink, and the subtlest little hint of sort of sea green in there, and it is really quite beautiful. And I just did, as you can see, I just started because I'm knitting a Niada at the moment, so that's what I had memorized. So I just did those little scallopy waves just to show, and it's good because it can show you the little garter stitch there, what it looks like in stocking stitch, a wee bit of lace, and it's knitting up beautifully, really pretty. So there are 2 colours. In keeping to the Chatswood theme and all things sort of named after things British and in the UK, this one is called Peak District, named after, in fact, we've named both of these after national parks. So this is the Peak District up in the north, and we sort of thought about it in terms of the soft light that they have up there, and also too, it's Mary Chatterton, which Chatswood has been, her and Peter is what this has been named after. It's very close to where she is from, so that's quite nostalgic. So that's Peak District. And the other one is the darker shaded one, and this is it here, and it's called Dartmoor. And again, there's a camera going to pick that up, sort of. But it is a very deep foresty green and sort of rich kind of ochre, almost terracotta-y flecks through it. Now the camera may not pick this up. Now this one is actually the other way around. It is mohair merino dominant as opposed to merino mohair in the other. So it's not quite as plump as this guy, not quite, but it has this really beautiful sort of gloss and shine to the fabric. It's absolutely lovely. This knitted up, honestly, the first thing I saw when I did this is if you've knitted gingerbread from Libby Johnson Trudy Myrtle, this would be amazing in a gingerbread. Absolutely incredible. But it also looked really, really good in oatmeal that I've done as well. Or there's something like this, it would just really lend itself to that. And the heathering in the yarn is wonderful and lush, and it just, yeah, it really is quite beautiful. Now, because these are both recycled fibre blends, we pass on a dramatic amount of these savings because these are luxury fibres in here, you know, good chunk of luxury fibres, more than what's in normal Chatswood. And these are still only $3.95 a ball. I mean, crazy, crazy price. They are only limited editions because the reality of it is with a heather like this is we're never going to get this combination of fibres again. So these are very strictly limited editions. Once they're done, that's it. You won't get them again. So if you're wanting to do some stash supplementation, and I know that many of you have been supplementing quite readily in one stashes of late. Well, I know I'm evil. I'm here. I'm enabling again, as I do. But these two, trust me, you definitely, if you don't get both of them, you want to get one or the other in the stash because I'm definitely taking some home because they're just lovely. And once they're gone, they're gone. $3.95, absolute steal. These are live now over on the Chatswood page. And I apologise in advance to you, Steph. These two are actually going into the Steph bag to come up to you. You're going to have to tolerate Marie's awful photographs because the rest of the Chatswood has now been re-photographed by Steph from Available Light. And they look amazing, except for the first two, which are these two, because they've been photographed by moi. But it's enough to give you the right idea. So do make sure you jump on and check those out. Also coming, and it's not going to be, probably I'm not going to be able to get all of these up and out until the end of the month, I'm afraid, after Labour weekend. But I just wanted to show, and again, this camera doesn't show blues very well. This is a new Perindale colour, and it's actually like a really incredible azure cyan colour, but it's sort of showing royal blue there. It's not. But it's amazing. So that's coming. And there's also, I may as well show you these because these are in Steph's. Steph, I'm digging into your bag, Steph. These are in the photography bag. But these are two new greys that are coming to Perindale. I know people have been screaming out for greys in Perindale. These ones will be starting to filter through actually in store faster than they will jump online. But they are all coming, which is great. The other thing I wanted to remind you of is naked skeins. The hanked product, as you know, is we're not doing hanked product for any longer. We're moving everything across to cones. And the last of the hanked product, it's now getting quite light. We did have some bulk 4-ply 750 gram hanks. They have now been added to the 25% off sale. So all the hanked product is now a flat 25% off, and we are now starting to get down to the last of it. So if you dye for yourself for pleasure or you dye for resale, if you're wanting to get some really, really good savings on naked yarns, I would actually jump over and snap the last of those up. Also the high twist sock, merino sock, which is super, super popular amongst certain sectors. We do not know when we're going to be getting that one back in. It is set down to go on cone, but we have to piggyback that off another batch because it's not quite, we can't do a complete batch of that. It's not as popular as the others. So that one could take a while to replenish. So if you really, really love that high twist base, you might want to make sure you stock up now because it probably won't be until definitely in the first or second quarter of next year before we actually get that back in stock. So it's going to be a good while away. What else do I have to tell you? Do check out the sale page. I've just updated a few things over there for those that are a little bit, you know, eagle-eyed on that. But really, in the meantime, continue to share what you're knitting for Outlaw October. And it's not too late. If you haven't joined Outlaw October yet, trust me, you're not too late. It's only the 10th. You still have a good 5 weeks for Outlaw October. Why, do you ask, Marie? Well, it's quite simple, because it doesn't finish until the 15th of November. So that's with Debs over on Ravelry, in her Ravelry group. That's where you can join up and enter all the different categories over there. However, if you're also, you can do that with Debs, but make sure in October that you post your works in progress, finished items and Outlaw or what have you, because you also go in the draw to win a Bandit garment lot and pattern from the Strange Brew collection. So you get to pick which pattern you want out of here, and we will give you the Bandit yarn to match. So make sure you do post on the Speakeasy as well as over in Outlaw Yarn's Ravelry page. But released today, if you're still looking for inspiration for something to knit, seriously, released today, turned up in my inbox, is this. Is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? It is a hat and a cowl. It's called the Orfeo hat and Orfeo cowl. It has been, this is by Amy Vandelar of Baroque Pearls, and she has got, I will put the link in the comments. She has got a special, an incredible special on both of these through until the end of the weekend, because it is her 40th birthday. So she's 40% off just at the checkout. So Amy, happy 40th birthday from all of us. And she has knitted this in Bohemia Sport. Isn't that beautiful? So I would think that is, from memory, the yellow one is Gaslight and Lead Light, or is it Gaslight and London Town, one or the other, and then Parchment and I think it's Lead Light. I think the dark one is Lead Light. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? I think that for a piece of colour work, just totally stunning, and it just is such a striking piece, and I know that it will be a really satisfying thing to knit. So do make sure you go over and check that out on Ravelry. Amy's got loads more photos of what it looks like on, but as I said, that literally just dropped in the inbox today, so it's brand spanking new. So do make sure you go over and check that one out. I also know of another hat pattern that will be coming from Charles Gandy. He has been writing the most beautiful hat pattern inspired by his travels here a few years ago. I'm hoping to get that to test very soon, and that was also done in Outlaw Yarn as well. But there's this one here, I think for Outlaw October is an absolute sitter. But until then, have a great week or two. I hope to get to you next week, but just in case I don't, I'll definitely be sending out newsletters, and have a happy time knitting, and don't forget to share with us everything that you've got going on. Remember, every single purchase online this month puts you in the draw for one of those wonderful fabric shavers. We absolutely adore them. So if you want to go into the draw from that, all you need to do is purchase. It's as simple as that, nice and easy. So until then, have a great rest of week or two, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.